Well, I hope you can hear me. A lot of wind here today, and I don't know if you can hear me. I'm on my lamp book. I'm down at the mall near Abe in Washington, Monument. Got new glasses. You notice them? How can you miss? I feel like a real clown now. Huh? So I might as well have clown glasses if I get clown clothes. Huh? Why not? But what I want to talk about today is that I woke up this day and I looked at all my Google alerts. Every day I get Google alerts. All the main programs that are becoming available every day, and that's what I'm trying to train. Looking for extra money or whatever, solving financial problems, you have to know about things before everybody else does, and that's what Google Alerts does. I mean, it also keeps you out of searching Google and getting all those ads and having to sift through billions of websites. You just have to get a dozen or so on what you're looking for. Okay, so today I woke up, I opened my email, and I look at Google Alerts, and I'm looking for, okay, here's grants. I just put COVID grants. I put a lot. I have about 6 or 7, 8 programs. You never know exactly what to say. That's why you can't outguess the robots, is what it really is. So here's one right on top. A grant program makes $155 million available to Ohio small businesses. So if you're a small business and you're in Ohio and you've been hurt because of COVID, your business, here's $155 million. Just started, today, actually yesterday. So it started yesterday. And it's happening every day. Everybody thinks, well, I'll wait for the IRS to give me some money again. No, you can't do that. There's too much extra stuff out there. And it's probably more than what the IRS ever give out. The problem is IRS doesn't discriminate, and the rest is discriminatory. In fact, you have to live somewhere, you have to be somebody, you have to do something, or whatever. So here's another one. $1 million is available in Illinois Fire Department. You are a volunteer fire department? Well, here's $1 million for you. How do you like that? Let's see. It's a little windy here. I hope you can still hear me. Can you hear me okay? Hi, I'm from Tennessee. Hard to hear with wind. Oh, you do have a problem with wind. Okay, wind going against the mic. Okay. How about if I put this a little closer? Is that better here? Okay, here's a state program. South Dakota has state. They have to get rid of $1.4 billion by the end of December 2026. Wow. So they're going to have money till 2026, and that's when they have to get rid of it. See, a lot of this COVID grant money, they have to get rid of it at a certain time. Is that a little better audio here? Erie County, Pennsylvania, okay? Funds to help small business. See, amazing. $1.6 million is available in Erie Town, Pennsylvania. Here, Tyson's Reporter, Fairfax County. This is where I live, out in Virginia. They have $25 million they're giving to hotels. So you have a hotel business in Fairfax County. Boy, there's $25 million or whatever. Here's more COVID relief. Okay, this is very interesting. The Emergency Rental Assistance Program. I believe it's called the ERA, Emergency Rental Assistance, ERA. Okay, it's in every state, and you're a nonprofit. I gave you that link a bunch of times. I'll do it again when I get home because I don't have the info right here. But it's if you put, you're applying for the emergency ERA, Emergency Rental Assistance. And that's the name of the Biden program that's out there. Every state has it. Sometimes there's 400 different places to apply for that. Well, anyway, what they're making sure is that you could use it for utilities, for all kinds of other things. And some of these people don't know they can do that. So you have to inform them when you apply. If they don't say, oh, no, you can only use it for rent, not for other stuff. No, you can't. For fixing up your house, you may be able to use it. For moving, you may be able to use it. Stuff like that. Even tax money on the mortgage side of it. Here, an awful year, silver lining, COVID relief funds fully changed homeless. In Indianapolis, the COVID relief got rid of their homeless program. Wow. So, yeah, I mean, this is serious money they're giving out. Here, free summer tuition at the university. Okay. Because of the pandemic. See, the pandemic is creating a lot of governments to not charge, to forgive taxes, all kinds of things. So if you owe money to the government, don't pretend like it's just business as usual. It's not. They're up to forgiving loans and things like that. So you got to ask. They're not going to come to you and tell you that. You have to ask. And if you can't get them to answer, you go to your elected official. Okay, here, American Hospitalization is seeking time for healthcare providers to spend what they have. See, the people can't even spend the money that they've given out already. That's why the Republicans have a good point. Hey, you haven't spent we're giving out more money and you haven't spent what you have. I mean, you got to be careful. I mean, neither side is perfect. They're pure, I should say, in their requests and what they believe is true. COVID assistance. Supreme Court sides with Alaska. Oh, who cares? Catholic charity. Okay, Catholic Charities. That's a nonprofit. Okay, here's one of the Catholic charities got $4.8 million to give to their community. See, they're the people. Catholic Charities are the kind of people that will give out emergency money. You need cash and need an extra $500, $1,000, $2,000. Catholic Charities, the kinds of people that give that out. So you got to know. You can find them easily by going to 211.org or Get Help. Is that gethelp.org? Both of those are. Okay. Are you late on your house payment or rent? There's still help available. This is Salt Lake City they're talking about. So state, federal, and county and city agencies in charge of connecting residents with rental and mortgage aid through the COVID relief aid program. So this is out in Salt Lake City. They're looking for people to give money for rent and for mortgage money. So, everybody doesn't know the answer. Just because you call one government office doesn't mean they know all the other government offices. It'd be nice if they did, but we live in a too complicated society. Why don't we get millions? Why didn't Matthew Lesko get millions? I don't need the money. I'm here to get money. I'm here to give money. I guess I am in here to get money. I want to provide a service that people think is value to give me money, and then when I'm doing the profits of that, giving it to members. So we get that out. I mean, I'm an old guy. I mean, I don't believe in even giving my my kids money. Let them earn it. Unless they were in trouble or something like that. That's different. They're smart kids, and they could do very well themselves. No tax on COVID-related aid for recipients. So you get a lot of this is not taxable. All that. I know I got even PPP money, and that is not taxable at all. Here's a senator is saying, making sure the Treasury Department that gives a lot of money to the communities and counties and cities, making sure they know they could use that money for other things besides just rent. 800,000 older Americans risk eviction once COVID moratorium expires on July 31st. So that's 1 million seniors are going to be evicted at the end of next month. That's when the COVID moratorium ends. Now, there's a couple things you can do. One is that your city or state has that extended. There's a lot of municipalities and states. I'm out, sorry, but I'm tired of being told something that's a complete crock. I go earn my money in the old-fashioned way. Work for it. Yeah, good, Alan. That's right. But some of us can't. And so the old Americans, now there's also something called justshelter.org, just J-U-S-T, and then shelter, SHELTER.org. That's all free legal help to solve your problems with if they're going to be evict you or foreclose on you and everything. Get their legal help because, your landlord and mortgage guy or person knows the law for their side. You got to find out the law on your side. I want to make $50,000 a year driving the Book mobile bus. Well, ask for a job, or do you want to start that? Are they Are they hiring for that there? Well, go to your careeronestop.org, careeronestop.org, and find your local office that is it's your local Department of Labor knows all about those jobs. It also has training money, and they also know about money that you could use to live on while you're looking for a job. Because there's money like that around. Oh, it's a windy here, windy, windy, windy. Business financial assistance. That's another thing. This is. I don't know if we're gonna last here. What's going on here? Okay, I'll get a little closer so you can get rid of it. Ohio is launched. Okay, here's another program in Ohio for small business. 4 grant programs in Ohio for business. 4 just for small business. 4 brand new grant programs. See, you would think, okay, PPP is over, the EDIL, that still has money, by the way. So apply for the SBA EDIL also. And here's 4 more for if you're living in Ohio. And that doesn't mean if you're Columbus will have other ones, or Cleveland or something else. See, okay, here's another one where U.S. Treasury says COVID funds can be used to help people with utility bills also, and also for small businesses. See, I mean, all these things that you don't know, you read it, you think you know, but you don't. Nobody knows. That's why you have to bang on people and ask. Millions of small businesses struggle with financial burdens as SBA stays silent. I don't know what that means, because they have lots of money left in that EDIL, so you want to apply for that. What I learned helping lead oversight for 5 trillion. Wow, okay, 5 trillion in the pandemic relief. Chamber of Commerce, reinvest. Smith Works for renewable energy in rural areas. Okay, now Alliance Forms Power. Well, you don't want that. FEMA participating in free virtual Section 3 contractor training opportunity. You hear that? There's free training to be a contractor with FEMA. Do you have something FEMA could use? You like to fix up houses or something like that? They're training, free training to get contracts. See, that's it. You want to get a government contract? You want to drive for, the truck for $50,000 or something? That's a government contract you can get, and not be on the payroll. And that gives you more flexibility because you can write off a lot of expenses. And there's free training for you to do that. Here's a theater that's getting $200,000 from the Small Business Administration. Is this audio good at all for you? Here, Will County. This is in Joliet. Okay, so that's Illinois, right? Will County, $28 million in rental assistance they're giving out. Rent mortgage moratoriums extended. We know that. See, the wind is screwing up my paper more than Maricopa County. You know where that is? That's Phoenix. $20 million will support rent and mortgage assistance. The county will focus on providing small business with grants and loans. Okay, you live in the Phoenix area. That's the county down there. They have $20 million they're giving out not only to individuals but also to businesses and mortgage assistance. See, it just goes and goes. That's why I want to read you this stuff, because if you don't know about it, you think there's nothing there because nobody told you about it. Well, you got to do a little work yourself. Here's programs that help students. That's right. Pay their utility bills. Yep. Here, job training. A task force analyzes job training business needs. You can recruit and retain good employees. See, that's why businesses are training you now, too. So that's why apply for people and say you want to be trained. They get government money to train you on their job. Providing job trainings will also be giving back. Seniors get free job trainings and learn a new career. Lawmakers took to create cyber training programs in Virginia. So the laws gave free training money for you to be a cyber training. And most of all this training is for people who don't have degrees. So it's important that you know that. Duke grants 8 programs at Gateway Learning Grove. They awarded $300,000 for 14 education programs for people to get a better job. Okay, so here's the electric company got money from the government to train people to get good jobs in their company. See? How would you know to ask that? I mean, I wouldn't have until I started this kind of stuff. I mean, who would think, you'd think, well, no, I have to go to school, spend all this money, and then go try to get a job. No, the people need people trained. So they'll hire you and train you. Atlanta nonprofit gets 5.4 million grant to teach career program. Okay, here's a nonprofit in Atlanta getting $5 million to recruit and train 280 people to get a better job. 280 people now in Atlanta are going to get grants so they have training and good jobs. And this is all people without degrees. Here's another one. Summer youth programs for young adult and unemployed opportunities available. Comer Cox Park for children and teenagers. See, as a kid, you can get a grant and start training for a better job. Workforce Scholarship Grant info section in culinary and hospitality. Okay, so workforce is what the country calls, every state and every county calls getting a job. That's now called workforce development. So they're trying to get people trained to get good jobs. Okay, here they're going to offer scholarship grants for short-term job training for high demand fields. You hear that? And that's in culinary and hospitality. So you're a cook, you're working in resorts, stuff like that. Scholarship grants. Yeah, this is the Workforce Development Office giving it. That's a government office giving grants for you to get trained to get a better job. Now, it's not going to get better than that. Otherwise, you're going to go on the internet. You're going to say, I want to get trained to be a chef or something like that. You're going to find some for-profit school. What they're going to do is get you to get a student loan to give to them to train you, and you're going to owe that money back, and you may or may not get a good job. Okay, here, the government's doing it. They're giving your local county grant money to give to you to take the course, and they already have jobs lined up. Now, it doesn't get better than that, right? So that's where you want to do. So go to your Career One Stop. That's where you want to start with, careeronestop.org. You want to find your local office, check in with them, what they have, make an appointment to see somebody. I've been asking for a refund. Happy to refund you, James. Here, you can email me if you can't get anybody to the office, and phones are tough anymore. I'm at letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Okay, letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Happy to give you any money you think you should have. Don't worry about it. And if you don't hear from us in 2 days, just beat on us again. But that's the email, at least get to me. You lost $135. Well, I don't know how it happened. Let us know. Get the money. letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Yeah, tell us what you bought. Information, or I'll have Mary get in touch with you, try to figure that out with you. But more importantly, people need training, and to get a better job. 75% of the workforce does not have a college degree, and you need some kind of training to get something decent. Let us know what organizations are helping with auto repair bills in the state of West Virginia. Any kind of bills. There's emergency money to pay any kind of bill. It doesn't matter what it is. If you want free discount auto repair, there are some nonprofit organizations that do that, and that's available. I have a report too, so if you're a Let's Go Help member, you can get a free report that shows you all the sources for free cars and free auto repair that I have. And also, I have 2 websites too that there's 2 ways to get help. One is letsgoreport.com, and that's $5.95 for state reports. Grant sources are yours for your state. Okay, and the other one is help.com, and that's for personal. personal help for a plan. That's where you go. If you go to letsgohelp.com, that's a closed Facebook group, and we have another platform too, where people are helping each other also. And what I do, every question that's asked, that started on if you start a new discussion, they call it, on the group, and you ask a question, I do the research to find you the best place to start applying for. I don't fill out the applications, but I'll tell you how to do it. Don't worry about filling applications. You have to worry about finding what applications to apply. Never worry about filling applications until you get one. Most people say they need to solve that problem. You don't solve the problem first. You get an invite to the prom before you buy a dress. So don't go out spending money on finding somebody to fill out an application for you when you don't even know where the hell you're applying. Here, are any grants in California for air conditioner replacement? Ours went out. Yes. And what you can do, you can start by going to 211.org is a good place. Get help and look for home repair, heating bills, stuff like that. There's a bunch of programs in California, and every city has them. And start calling, get on the phone, get off the internet and get on the telephone and start finding the real stuff that can really help you. Okay. So I guess it can't be too. People hear me, and two people I think tell me I owe them money. It's amazing. When I used to sell on TV, I used to get, people because they see me for a second and then they buy something and it's not what they thought it was. And that's fine. And that's why I always return 100%. I don't care when you buy it, whatever. If you're reading something into it that is really not there and you're disappointed, at least I touch you a little bit and you'll learn to look better next time. So I don't mind refunding money. It's not going to take food out of my children's mouth. Yes, it can. Call local heating and cooling help. Yes. It's a lot of what a fly guy. Your style is unmet. Thank you. Deny. Yeah. But it's, what I got. Oh, there's a whole outfit. Yeah, pants and shirt to match. And you want to see I have some of this online. It's Let's Go clothes.com, and I call it Wear WEAR Your Heart Out. So it's clothes to wear your heart out. Oh, yours. Y-O-U-R. That's it. So clothes to wear your heart out, man, because I think that's what we have to do nowadays is work our heart out, wear our heart out, love our heart out. By the way, I saw a great movie yesterday and I cried the whole movie. Man, I don't know why, what it is. Well, let me know if you're moved at all. It's In the Heights. The guy who did Hamilton, I didn't see that at all, but that was like the biggest thing on Broadway in the movie and all that kind of stuff. Well, he had another play that before he did Hamilton called In the Heights, and it's about immigration in this country. And my grandparents came here. I mean, it's the same story over and over again, and it really touched me. But all the way through it, it's a long movie. It's like 2.5 hours or more. I want to paint again. Empty nester. Ooh, that's okay. You could do it. There's so many ways. Just go on. There's platforms now. You just say you paint stuff for people. Or if you want to be a graphic, just do it. Or take as a senior, you could take free courses at your community college. Take a free painting course. You're a senior, do that. It'd be nice to get paid to do it too. You want to sell your work, that's one thing. Or maybe you want to paint someone's kitchen. That's all. Yeah. Also want to thank you for the ERAP information. Oh, in June the 1st, my application was accepted. Currently pending review of my document, but I know it will come. Oh, that was a bitch. New York was tough getting that grant money. They were sitting on it for 6-8 months or whatever. Then, if you remember, go to the Facebook page and write a review because that encourages other people to try. If you say, really need me, you can fish around and start finding this stuff. I want to just and say, I'll get it. You don't have to pay me. Don't ask for it. Ask for a chance to show you what you do. And you go do it for free. And then you start learning. And then after you do a few for free, there's something maybe I'll charge. Well, you charge $20. Something. Just do little baby steps. But start doing it. Don't build a whole business, how your business is going to be, before you even have one customer. No. The key to doing a business is do the business first, then figure out how to make money at it later. Just do it. Do it for free. Just do it. Go out and show, get these programs in Texas for people. Just do it. Then you could dress funny and act crazy on the internet to get more people to know about what you do. That's all I do. You don't need money to start a business like mine. I didn't. None of my business started without money. I mean, they all start without money. The ones I started with money all failed. That's why I don't think you need money to start a business. So that's a trap. People tell you need money to start a business, so the people are selling you money. And you don't want to buy any money. You want to get customers. The only thing important about having a business is getting a customer. So forget everything else. Just go out and get customers. You want to do this kind of business in Texas, just go on any platform, anywhere, do a video. It doesn't matter. Just say, hey, I do this for free. Go down to the library. Why don't you do this? You can do a free talk at the library that will teach people how to find free money in Texas. Now, right now, if you don't charge, you can go to the library and say, hey, I want to give a talk at the library, how to take advantage of free money programs in Texas. Okay, so you go home and study the basic programs. You don't have to know a lot, because people that are going to come don't know anything. You know more than them. You will. So you study the major programs, and you come in, you tell them about 7 programs, and then you see how people buy it or what they want, and you learn that way. That's how you start a business overnight, with nothing, and you'll have customers in a few days by doing it. Instead of doing a business plan, and all that is bullshit to me, man. I mean, only do that if somebody says they're going to give you a lot of money to do a business. And I think that's a trap, because if you had a lot of money to do this business, you're going to be doing ads on the internet and doing all this stuff that's not going to work, and just spend all that money. But if you do it without money, you'll learn what people really want, how to get it to them, and what really makes money to do it. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to waste money. You don't want to waste time. And if somebody gives you lots of money to do it, you're going to be wasting money and time. So you might as well just do it. You want to learn how to swim? You don't go to classrooms and learn how to swim. Just get your ass in the water and try it. Okay? Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go. Goodbye, Joe. I gotta go. Look at that hair. It's terrible. It's windy as hell here.